Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are going to talk about something very powerful. Something that can change your life. How to master public speaking. Many people feel nervous when they speak in front of others. Their hands shake, their voice becomes weak, and their mind goes blank. But here is the truth. Great speakers are not born, they are trained. In this video, you will learn 8 simple and powerful rules that will help you speak clearly, confidently, and naturally in front of any audience. Let's start. Lesson 1. One big idea. When you speak in public, don't try to say everything. This is the biggest mistake beginners make. They think, more information means better speech. But no. More information creates confusion. People listen, but they don't understand. They don't remember anything. So what should you do? Focus on one big idea, only one. Before you start speaking, ask yourself one simple question. What is the one thing I want people to remember? That answer is your main idea. Now listen carefully. If your speech has 10 ideas, people will remember nothing. But if your speech has one strong idea, people will remember it clearly. That is how powerful speakers think. Example. Topic. Confidence wrong way. You talk about confidence, then health, then morning routine, then books, then motivation. Now your message is lost. Right way, you say, confidence grows when you take small actions every day. That's it. Now your full speech supports this one idea. Every story, every example, every sentence, everything connects to this message. Think of your speech like this. Your main idea is the center. Everything else moves around it. If you leave the center, your speech becomes weak. So here is what you need to do. Choose one idea. Keep it simple. Repeat it in different ways. Make people understand it. Make people feel it. Make people remember it. And remember this line. Say less, but say it clearly. That is the secret of powerful speaking. Lesson 2. Speak in simple language. Talk like a real person. When people start public speaking, they often make a very common mistake. They try to sound too smart. They use big words, long sentences, and difficult expressions. They believe, if I speak like this, people will think I am intelligent. But the truth is very different. The real problem with big words. When you use complicated language, something dangerous happens. People stop listening. Not because they don't want to listen, but because they cannot follow you easily. Their mind starts working too hard just to understand your words. And when the brain feels tired, it disconnects. So even if your message is powerful, it gets lost because your language is too heavy. What great speakers really do. Great speakers do not try to sound smart. They try to be understood. They speak in a way that is clear, simple, easy to follow. Even a beginner can understand them. That is their power, because they know one important truth. If people don't understand you, they will never remember you. Simple language equals strong impact. Many people think simple language is weak. But actually, simple language is the strongest form of communication because simple words go directly into the mind. They don't create confusion. They don't create distance. They create connection. For example, instead of saying, I would like to demonstrate a crucial concept. Say, I want to show you something important. Instead of saying, this situation is extremely complicated. Say, this situation is very difficult. The meaning is the same, but the impact is stronger. Speak like you talk in real life. Now imagine this. You are talking to your best friend. Will you use big, complicated English? No. You will speak simply. You will speak naturally. You will speak clearly. That is exactly how you should speak in public. Because your audience is not your exam teacher. They are real people. And real people connect with natural language. Connection is more important than perfection. Many speakers focus too much on being perfect. Perfect grammar, perfect vocabulary, perfect sentences. But they forget something very important. Public speaking is not about perfection. It is about connection. If people feel connected to you, they will listen to you. And simple language creates that connection. Why simple speakers are more powerful. Let's understand this deeply. When you speak simply, people understand you quickly. People stay relaxed while listening. People enjoy your speech. People remember your message. But when you speak in a complicated way, people feel pressure. People get confused. People lose interest. People forget everything. So the choice is clear. Do you want to impress or do you want to connect? The biggest mistake you must avoid. Never think this. Big words make me look professional. No. Clarity makes you professional. Confidence makes you professional. Understanding your audience makes you professional, not big words. Powerful practice method. Here's a simple exercise you can follow. Take your speech and read it once. Now ask yourself, can I say this in a simpler way? Then simplify it. Shorter sentences, easier words, clear meaning. Do this again and again, until your speech sounds like a normal conversation. Example. Let's take one idea. Wrong way. Public speaking requires continuous practice and self-awareness for improvement. Simple way. If you want to improve your speaking, you need to practice and understand yourself. Which one is easier? Which one feels natural? Which one will people remember? The answer is clear. The golden rule. Always remember this line. Speak so clearly that even a beginner can understand you. Because if a beginner understands you, everyone understands you. Do not try to sound like a book. Do not try to impress with big vocabulary. Just speak like a real person. Simple, clear, natural. Because in public speaking, the speaker who is easy to understand is the speaker who wins hearts. Lesson 3. Use one visual per slide. When you give a presentation, your slides are there to support you. But many speakers make a big mistake. They turn their slides into a book. Too many words. Too many lines. Too many points. And then what happens? People stop listening to you and start reading the slide. The real problem with busy slides. When your slide is full of text, two things happen. First, your audience gets confused. They don't know where to look. They don't know what is important. Second, they ignore you. They read silently, and your voice becomes background noise. Now you are not the speaker anymore. The slide is the speaker. And that is a big problem. The purpose of a slide. Your slide is not there to teach everything. Your slide is there to Support your message. Catch attention. Help people remember. That's it. You are the main speaker, not the slide. The rule: one visual per slide. So what should you do? Follow this simple rule. Use only one visual per slide. That visual can be one image, one chart, one keyword, one short sentence. Not 5 things, not 10 lines, just one clear focus. Why one visual works. When you show only one visual, the audience looks at it quickly. They understand it easily. Then they listen to you. There is no confusion. There is no overload. Everything becomes simple and powerful. Let your voice do the work. Remember this important line. Slides should support your voice, not replace your voice. You are the storyteller. You are the teacher. Your voice carries the message. The slide only helps to make it stronger. Example: imagine a slide like this. Long paragraph, 5 bullet points, small text, extra details. What will happen? People will start reading. They will stop listening. They will miss your explanation. Your speech loses power. Example: now imagine a simple slide. One image of a person standing confidently. And you say, "This is what confidence looks like." Now people look at the image and listen to your words. This creates a strong connection. Make your slides clean and clear. Your slides should feel like this. Clean, simple, easy to see, easy to understand. Avoid small text, too many colors, too much information, because too much design creates distraction. Think like a billboard. Think of your slide like a billboard on the road. People see it for a few seconds. If it is simple, they understand it instantly. If it is crowded, they ignore it. Your slide should be short, clear, powerful. Practical tip: before finalizing your slide, ask yourself, can someone understand this in 3 seconds? If the answer is no, your slide is too heavy. Make it simpler. Use images to create emotion. Images are very powerful. They can show emotion. They can tell a story. They can create connection. A strong image can say more than 100 words. So use images wisely. Do not overload your slides. Do not hide behind text. Stand strong. Speak clearly. Let your slide support you, not control you. Remember, one slide, one visual, one clear message. That is the secret of powerful presentations. Lesson 4. One main idea per slide. When you create slides for your presentation, you may think, let me put more ideas in one slide so I can finish faster. But this is a big mistake, because when one slide has too many ideas, your audience gets confused. They don't know what to focus on. They don't know what is important, and slowly, they stop paying attention. The real problem with multiple ideas. Imagine this. You show a slide with 3 different points, 2 examples, 1 long explanation. Now your audience is trying to read, understand, listen to you, all at the same time. This creates mental overload. And when a brain feels overloaded, it shuts down. People stop understanding. People stop remembering. The rule: 1 slide equals 1 idea. So what should you do? Follow this powerful rule. Each slide should have only 1 main idea. Just 1. Not 2. Not 3. Only 1 clear message. Why this rule works. When your slide has only 1 idea, the audience understands quickly. They stay focused. They follow your speech easily. They remember your message. There is no confusion. There is clarity, and clarity creates impact. Think step by step. Your presentation should feel like a journey. Step 1. Step 2. Step 3. Each slide is one step. If you put too many steps in one slide, the journey becomes messy. But when you go step by step, people enjoy the journey with you. Example. Let's say your topic is confidence. One slide includes what is confidence, why it is important, how to build it. This is too much. The audience will not understand deeply. Example. Slide 1. What is confidence? Slide 2. Why confidence is important. Slide 3. How to build confidence. Now everything is clear. You explain one idea, then move to the next. This creates strong understanding. Give time to each idea. When you focus on one idea per slide, you give time to explain it properly. You can explain clearly. Give examples. Tell a story. This makes your message stronger. Control the audience's attention. As a speaker, your job is to guide attention. If your slide has one idea, everyone looks at the same thing. But if your slide has many ideas, everyone looks at different things. You lose control. And when you lose control, you lose impact. Make your slides feel light. Your slides should feel easy, not heavy. When someone looks at your slide, they should feel relaxed. They should think, this is simple, I understand. Not, this is too much, I am confused. A practical tip. After creating your slide, look at it and ask, is there more than one idea here? If yes, split it into 2 slides. Always choose clarity over speed. Remember, this golden line: confused audience never remembers anything. Clear audience remembers everything. Do not try to put everything in one place. Do not rush your message. Take your time. Go step by step. Because powerful speakers don't speak fast. They speak clearly. So always remember, one slide, one idea, one clear message. Lesson 5. Use stories, not just facts. When people speak in public, they often use only facts. They give information, they explain points, they share data, and they think this is enough. But it is not enough, because facts alone are not powerful. The problem with only facts are important, but facts are dry. They don't create emotion, they don't create connection. People may understand your facts, but they will forget them very quickly. Why? Because facts touch the mind, but not the heart. Why stories are powerful stories are different. Stories create emotion. Stories create pictures in the mind. Stories make people feel something. And when people feel something, they remember it. That is why great speakers always use stories. Because facts tell, but stories stay. How stories change your speech. When you add a story, your speech becomes interesting. People start listening carefully. People connect with your message. People remember your idea. Your words become alive. You are not just speaking. You are creating an experience. Simple example. Let's understand this clearly. Fact. Practice helps you improve. This is correct, but it is not powerful. Now add a story. There was a boy who was very scared to speak English. His voice was weak. He avoided people. But every day, he practiced for 10 minutes. Slowly, his voice became strong. And one day, he spoke confidently in front of many people. Now what happens? You feel something. You see the journey. You remember the message. That is the power of a story. Stories make you human. When you tell a story, you become real. You are not just a speaker. You become a human being with experience. And people trust real people. They connect with struggle. They connect with growth. They connect with emotion. Types of stories you can use. You don't need big or dramatic stories. You can use simple stories like your personal experience, a small real-life situation, a story about someone else, a lesson from your past. Even a small story can create a big impact. Keep your stories simple. Don't make your story complicated. Keep it short, clear, easy to understand. Focus on the message, not on unnecessary details. Your story should support your idea, not distract from it. Structure of a simple story. You can follow this easy structure. 1. Situation. What happened to? Problem. What was the challenge? 3. Action. What was done for? Result. What changed? This keeps your story clear and powerful. Common mistake to avoid. Don't tell a story without a message. Every story must connect to your main idea. If the story is interesting but has no meaning, it becomes useless. So always ask, what is the lesson from this story? Practice tip. Before your speech, add at least one story for each important idea. Then practice telling it naturally. Don't memorize like a robot. Tell it like a real experience. Golden line to remember. People may forget what you say, but they never forget how you made them feel. And stories create that feeling. Do not speak like a machine. Do not only give information. Speak like a human. Share stories. Create emotion. Because in public speaking, the speaker who tells stories is the speaker people remember. Lesson 6. Embrace the silence. Use pause as your power. When people start speaking in public, they feel nervous. And because of this nervousness, they try to fill every second with words. They speak fast. They don't stop. They don't pause. They think. If I stop, it will look bad. But this is a big mistake. The truth about silence. Silence is not your enemy. Silence is your power. Great speakers don't speak non-stop. They know when to stop. They use silence to make their message stronger. Because sometimes, what you don't say is more powerful than what you say. Why silence feels uncomfortable. When you pause, it feels strange. Your mind says, say something. Don't stop. Because you are afraid of judgment. You think, people will think I forgot my words. But the truth is, the audience is not thinking like that. They're actually using that moment to understand you. What happens when you pause? When you use silence correctly? People get time to think. People understand your words deeply. People feel your message. People stay focused on you. Silence gives space to your words. Without silence, your speech becomes noise. Example, listen to this. Today we will talk about confidence. Confidence is important. You need to practice every day. You should not be afraid. What do you feel? Fast, heavy, confusing. You cannot catch the meaning properly. Example, with pause. Now listen to this. Today, we will talk about confidence. Confidence is important, and it grows when you practice every day. Now what happens? You understand better. You feel the message. This is the power of silence. Pause after important lines. Whenever you say something important, pause for a few seconds. Let it sink into the listener's mind. For example, your voice has power. Pause, use it. This creates impact. Pause before important points. Silence is also powerful before you speak. It creates curiosity. For example, today I will share one secret. Pause. A secret that can change your speaking forever. Now people become interested. They wait for your next words. Control your speed with silence. Many speakers speak too fast. Why? Because they are nervous. But when you pause, you automatically slow down. You become calm. You become clear. And your confidence increases. Silence shows confidence. Strong speakers are not afraid of silence. They stand calmly. They pause naturally. This shows confidence, because only a confident person is comfortable with silence. Common mistake to avoid: don't use filler words like, so, like. These are not real pauses. They make your speech weak. Instead, use real silence. Stay quiet for a moment. That is much more powerful. Practice tip. While practicing your speech, add pauses intentionally. Mark your script like this. Confidence is built. Pause. Step by step. Pause. Every single day. Practice with these pauses again and again. Soon, it will feel natural. Golden line to remember. Fast speech creates confusion, but silence creates power. Do not be afraid of silence. Do not rush your words. Speak slowly. Pause confidently. Let your message breathe. Because in public speaking, the speaker who knows when to stop is the speaker who creates real impact. Lesson 7. Practice again and again. Record yourself many times. When people think about public speaking, they often believe confidence comes naturally. They think, some people are just born confident. But this is not true. Confidence does not come from talent. Confidence comes from practice. The real truth about confidence. You don't become confident by thinking. You don't become confident by watching videos. You become confident by doing it again and again. That is the only way. Because every time you practice, your fear becomes smaller, and your confidence becomes stronger. Why 1 or 2 practice is not enough. Many beginners practice only 2 or 3 times. Then they say, I am still nervous. Of course you are nervous, because your brain is not trained yet. Think about it like this. If you go to the gym 2 times, will your body change? No. In the same way, if you practice speaking only a few times, your confidence will not grow. The power of repetition. To become better, you need repetition. Not just 5 times, not just 10 times. Practice many times, maybe 20 or even 30 times. Yes, it may feel boring, but this is where real improvement happens. Because practice does not make perfect. Practice makes permanent. What happens when you practice many times? When you repeat your speech again and again, your words become clear. Your flow becomes smooth. Your mistakes become fewer. Your fear starts disappearing. At the beginning, you feel uncomfortable. But after many repetitions, you start feeling natural. Recording yourself is very important. Now listen carefully. Only practicing is not enough. You must record yourself. Why? Because when you speak, you don't notice your mistakes. But when you watch yourself, you see everything clearly. What you will notice in recording. When you watch your video, you may see your voice is too fast. Your pronunciation is not clear. Your body language is weak. Your face looks nervous. At first, this may feel uncomfortable, but this is very powerful because now you know what to improve. Step-by-step practice method. Follow this simple method. Step 1. Speak and record yourself. Step 2. Watch the recording carefully. Step 3. Find your mistakes. Step 4. Improve and record again. Repeat this process many times. This is how professionals improve. Don't aim for perfect. Aim for progress. In the beginning, your speaking will not be perfect, and that is okay. Don't try to become perfect in one day. Focus on small improvement. Day by day, you will see big changes. The feeling after many practice. After practicing many times, something magical happens. Your speech becomes part of you. You don't struggle to remember words. You don't feel heavy. You speak naturally. And that is real confidence. Common mistake to avoid. Don't just read your speech again and again. Speak it out loud. Record it. Watch it. Active practice is important, not passive reading. The more you practice, the less you fear. Do not depend on talent. Do not wait for confidence. Build it. Through repetition, through practice, through recording yourself again and again. Because in public speaking, the speaker who practices the most is the speaker who performs the best. Lesson 8. Watch yourself and improve. Self-review is the real secret. Now you have practiced many times. You have spoken again and again. But here's the final and most powerful step. You must watch yourself. Yes, watch your own recordings. This is where real improvement happens. The biggest mistake. People make many people practice, but they never check themselves. They speak again and again, but they don't know what they are doing wrong. So they repeat the same mistakes again and again. And then they feel stuck. Why self-review is so powerful. When you speak, you cannot see yourself. You cannot notice your small mistakes. But when you watch your recording, you see everything clearly. You become your own teacher. And this is very powerful. At first, it will feel uncomfortable. When you watch yourself for the first time, you may feel strange. You may think, my voice sounds different. I don't look confident. This is normal. Everyone feels like this in the beginning, but don't stop. Because behind this discomfort, there is growth. What you should look for. When you watch your recording, don't just watch casually. Watch carefully. Focus on these things. How is your voice? Is it clear or too fast? How is your pronunciation? Are your words easy to understand? How is your body language? Do you look confident or nervous? How is your face? Do you look engaged or dull? Are you using pauses correctly? These small things create a big difference. Be honest with yourself. Don't try to ignore your mistakes. Don't say, "It's okay, I am fine." No, be honest. If something is weak, accept it. Because only when you accept your weakness, you can improve it. Improve step by step. After watching your recording, don't try to fix everything at once. Focus on one improvement at a time. For example, today, improve your voice. Tomorrow, improve your body language. Next day, improve your pauses. Step by step, you will become better. The 30th video will shock you. Your first recording may not be good. Your second may still feel weak. But if you keep practicing and reviewing, by the 20th or 30th recording, you will see a big difference. Your voice will be stronger. Your speaking will be smoother. Your confidence will be natural. And you will feel proud. Turn weakness into strength. Every mistake you see is not a problem. It is an opportunity. If your voice is weak, you can train it. If your body language is poor, you can improve it. Everything can be improved if you are willing to work on it. Common mistake to avoid. Don't compare yourself with others. Don't say, "He's better than me." Compare yourself with your past self. Are you better than yesterday? That is what matters. Practice tip. After every recording, write 2 things. 1. What I did well. 2. What I need to improve. Then work on improvement in the next recording. This simple habit will change your speaking. You don't improve by just speaking. You improve by watching and correcting. Practice makes you better, but self-review makes you powerful. So don't be afraid to watch yourself. Don't run from your mistakes. Face them. Improve them. Grow from them. Because in public speaking, the speaker who learns from himself becomes unstoppable. Now you know the 8 powerful rules of public speaking. If you follow these steps, you will not only speak better, you will speak with confidence and power. Start today. Practice daily, improve slowly, and don't forget, your voice has power. Use it. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this channel. See you in the next video.